Hey there guys, today we will be looking at the latest batch of Houston Haze from Spindletap. And this one just came out today, dated on 4/26. Juice is loose. Alright, so April 29th, now it's 3 days old. And they made a lot more this time, and it actually lasted quite a bit longer too. It sold out in about 45 minutes the first time. I got there at noon, 2 hours after the release, and they still had plenty. So they might still have more right now, but anyway, yeah, so this is the new batch. If you want to check out a little bit more stats on it, review my first review on the beer, but anyway, this is our IPA with Galaxy and Citra hops. So, see, still looks quite the same. Nice big fluffy wide head, pours out this very light kind of a peach flesh, apricot flesh, very hazy appearance to it. So check out the aroma. Ooh. Okay, so it's similar yet different. It smells much more like a treehouse beer to me at this stage. The fruit is a lot more of that kind of fresh cut fruit, and it's a bit mild. It's pretty grassy, but it has more of that kind of subtlety to it as well. Honestly, reminds me a lot of, I did the comparison review with Haze, and it kind of reminds me a lot of Haze. And it still has that nice big kind of pineapple, sort of dull fruit juice thing, but a lot less of kind of a fruit concentrate and more of this kind of fresh cut fruit. Very grassy, very, very grassy actually. And it just has that kind of subtle character that sort of treehouse beers have. So anyway, check out the taste. Cheers. Taste is very similar. I'm getting a bit more kind of this almost dankness to it as well. That's a little bit different in my opinion from the first time. It's definitely not as green as it was either from the first batch. Still getting that pineapple, banana orange, smoothie type character to it, but definitely a grassier, but not as green, not as much as that kind of vegetal chalkiness, but still pretty green. And it has this a bit more pronounced kind of a dank earthiness to it. However, it's not too earthy or resinous, but it's more of that kind of like dank, you know, earthier dankness without that resinous sort of quality. Very much reminds me so of Mosaic hop beers. Yeah. Definitely has that big kind of mosaic quality to it. Almost a slight touch of that candied citrus as well. It's body, I guess it's similar to before. It feels lighter at the moment, but definitely not that really full body, pillowy, you know, New England style feel. It's got that. It's got the carbonation of some of the lighter ABV Trillium beers, but not as full bodied. More of that kind of spritzy light carbonation. But the body feels pretty light on it. For some reason, to me, it feels lighter than before. That just maybe me in the moment drinking this, but no. I don't know, maybe not. But similar, yet different than the first batch. So I would say if you really like Mosaic hot beers, it has that kind of Mosaic candied, that slight touch of candied citrus, more dank character to it. Still a lot of the same things before, just more of that, which I didn't really get as much from the first batch in my opinion. But I feel like it has almost just a slight bit more pronounced bitterness as well, just a touch. So really, this kind of reminds me of some of the, I want to say, reminiscent of some of the Trillium Mosaic hop beers. I don't think they're supposed to use Mosaic in this, but I'm getting that strong Mosaic character. Anyway, I actually kind of prefer the first batch. Drinking off of this right now, still very good, but it was about a 4.75 on the first batch, and I'm more towards a 4.5 here. Just, I like more of that really intense tropical fruit juice character, and this is just a bit greener, a bit more dank to me than the first batch. I don't know. Have more cans and see how I feel, but this is just my first impression off of the most recent batch. So anyway, you know, guess we'll drink some more soon and see how it happens, because I feel like I had a few cans that were a little bit different than each other. Not too much different, but this one definitely feels a bit more different than the first batch. So anyway, still awesome stuff. Going 4.5, but yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much it. My impression of the new batch of Houston Haze. So as always, cheers, and I will catch you guys